Good morning, students. Today I will start a new lesson. In the previous lesson, we learnt about different types of clothes we wear. Before that, we learnt about different kinds of food that we eat. As I've told you earlier, there are three basic necessities of human beings. First is food to eat, second is clothes to wear, and third is house to live in. So we have learnt about food we eat, we learnt about types of clothes we wear. So in this lesson, we will learn about different types of houses. Why do we need house? So the name of the lesson is Houses We Live In. This is lesson number 4. So in this lesson, we will learn why we need a house, why we need to live in a house, what are the different types of houses, and what are the materials used in making houses. So why do we need to live in a house? We definitely need houses to live in. Can you imagine yourself without a house? Can you imagine yourself staying on road or without a roof on your head? We can't even imagine, because we all have house to live in. So we need houses because they protect us from harsh weather like heat, cold, rain, thunderstorm, etc. Then houses protect us from wild animals, and houses protect us from thieves and dacoits. So we feel safe and comfortable in the house. We feel safe and comfortable inside our house. So it is very necessary to have a house. So this is a basic necessity of human beings. So we need, in this lesson, we will learn about need to live in a house, and then we will learn about different types of houses, and then we will learn about materials that are used in making a house. So before starting this lesson, I would like to show a small video.
Hello, children. Today, we are going to learn about our homes and the places around them. Let me tell you a story. Long, long ago, there lived a caveman. He lived in a cave that protected him from the cold, heat, and rain, and dangerous animals. The caveman liked his little cave, and so did his family. One day, the caveman and his friend went out hunting when it began to rain very heavily. Caveman and his friend found a tree and took shelter under it. Later, every time it rained, the caveman remembered that tree. Then he began to think of whether he could use a tree for shelter and make a home with it. As time went by, some of the caveman's great-grandchildren decided to use the wood from trees to make houses. They liked the idea so much that soon people started using all sorts of things to build houses. They used wood, straw, mud, and stones. These houses were not very strong and are called Kutcha Houses. Kutcha Houses are still found in some villages. Some people wanted to build stronger houses, so they used rocks and stones of different sorts to build their houses. Others used bricks, cement, and even iron. These houses were really strong. So people began making more houses using cement, bricks, stones and iron. A strong house is called a Pucca house, and many towns and cities have Pucca houses. Independent Pucca houses are called bungalows. Most bungalows are single-storied, and some of them even have a little garden or a lawn. Other city people began to live in flats. These flats are part of a building where houses are built one on top of another. Since these flats are built one on top of the other, they help to save space, which can be used for other things, such as parks and gardens. There were people who also began living in very cold places. They are known as Eskimos, and they made their houses out of ice. These houses are known as igloos. In other places where there is a lot of rain, people made houses on poles called stilts. These stilts supported the house and kept it high above the water. Some people liked trees so much that they made houses inside the trees. These houses are known as tree houses, and they are made of bamboo and leaves. There are also some people who like to travel a lot. They keep moving and never stay in one place. So they made temporary houses that could move around with them. Two such temporary houses are tents and caravans. Some people liked the water, and so they made houses on boats. These are called houseboats. A houseboat is a floating house.